Vroom vroom! In just 2 short days, IB Times TV is taking you to the New York International Auto Show. It's a runway for all the hottest cars. We're going to see the latest technology, some of the coolest models out there, which are going to be futuristics, and some really cool concept cars. But before we take you to the floor, we've got an idea of what we think are going to be some of the coolest concept cars. Now, the first car we're going to show you is a supercar, and you may be familiar with the brand Acura, the new NSX by the Japanese maker. The Acura NSX showed off its latest iteration of the 2015 NSX at this year's Detroit Auto Show to much fanfare. The Japanese supercar went out of production in 2005 after shaking up the world of supercars for nearly a decade and a half. The concept will utilize Honda's hybrid technology and will be propelled by a 4-wheel drive setup they're calling Sport Hybrid Super Handling All-Wheel Drive. Whew, that was a mouthful. The 3.7-litre V6 engine will be supplemented by an electric motor, typical of Honda's hybrids. But the front wheels will also have a pair of electronically controlled motors, giving them the freedom to adjust their power and improve handling turns. Given that the car is far from production line, specs are limited. But Car and Driver asserts that competitors will be the Porsche 911 and Audi R8 and is expected to cost north of a whopping $100,000. On a side note, the iconic Japanese vehicle will not be produced in Acura's home country. The entire production will take place on our home turf on Ohio. Now, the second car I'm going to show you comes from the Smart Company, and it's my absolute favorite because it is such a character. It looks like a person. It actually has chubby cheeks, and you might want to give it a cuddle. With its chubby cheeks and expressive eyes complete with eyebrows, the Smart's 4 stars concept certainly turned heads at the 2012 Paris Auto Show. And with a more sporty body, the European car maker seems to be hoping to make moves into the crossover market. The interior is fashioned like a spaceship with grand sloping curves and steering wheel pulled from Star Trek. The most playful aspect of the 4 stars is most likely the movie projector built into the hood of the vehicle. Operated by an iPhone, the projector can be shined onto a flat surface, and speakers built into the sides create the complete cinematic experience. Now, the third and final car we're going to show you in the lead up of the auto show is a complete electric car by BMW, and it's called the i3. The BMW i3 concept is a completely electric car with a range of 80 to 100 miles. Through what BMW is calling, quote, optional DC fast charging, the battery can supposedly be charged up to 80% in 30 minutes. Plus, the car is outfitted with a GPS will tell the driver where the nearest charging station is, although they won't be practical in most locations. Beyond that, the car is quick, able to do 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. Rounding off the car and giving it a futuristic look are those sleek banks of windows meant to give passengers a larger sense of space. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start your engines because the New York International Auto Show will be open to the public from March 29th through to April 7th. Beep beep!